Hello, you're watching teleSUR English. I'm Luis Alberto Matos, and these are the headlines at this hour. Since the very early hours of the morning, the Venezuelan people is going to the polls to elect their next president in a very important presidential election being held all over the national territory, where over 21 million Venezuelans are called to participate. Let's go now live to Venezuela with our special envoy, Brian Mier, for all the updates of this day. Hello, Brian. What can you tell us at these very hours in the morning of how the elections is unfolding?
Well, good morning from the Fermin Toro voting center. It's a voting center located very close to the Miraflores Palace. So there's a high level of military people who are just here voting. And I want to just walk you through the process here of how it happens. People come in and they see these lists of numbers on the walls, and they correspond to the last two digits of their ID card. And so by looking at these lists, then they know what table they have to go to. And I'll walk you into the voting center now just so you can see how it's working. There's some people standing at the door from the Republica, who are the people overseeing the security of the elections. And they make sure that the line doesn't get too big inside of the voting center. Coming in here, you have two volunteers giving out information. And you have some military personnel standing around here, because this guy we're walking by, he's like the commander of the troops who are coming in and voting this morning here. So it's a lot of palace guards and things like that. So corresponding with your ID number, you go to the table. This is the room that corresponds with table 1. And on the inside, the person has to give their ID. The person's checking the woman's ID number right now. Once it's confirmed, she goes into a voting booth, and there she has 3 minutes to make her vote. Once she's finished voting, she gets a receipt out of the electronic voting machine, and that goes in this box right there, so that there's a backup for every electronic vote. And then when they're done, they get their fingerprints to prove that they've done the vote, and that's it. The whole process takes about 3 minutes, and basically that's how it works here. A lot of people, 96% of the polling stations are already open as of 8:30 in the morning. It looks like things are going really smooth here in Venezuela on election day today, in which millions of people have come out to choose their next president.
Brian, traditionally, voting in Venezuela is seen as a celebration, as a festivity of the Venezuelan people as they express their will. How is the feeling, how is the mood in these early hours in the voting centers? How are people, the lines, how big are they? What's the turnout been so far?
Eu não sei o que aconteceu. Tá bom? Okay, relax.
It seems we have communications problems. We lost contact, but we'll be right back with Brian and our special envoys in Caracas. So we're going to continue providing details of this important electoral day being held in Venezuela. For now, continue with the programming of teleSUR English.